Doug Wiley with Police Magazine. I'm here with one of my best friends here at ILETA 2019 here in St. Louis, Missouri. Fish, good to see you again.
It's great to be here, Mike.
One of the things that I know well about you is that you're in one fit MFer. You are a pretty fit fella. You can bench probably about 5 times what I can bench, and you're in great shape. You have been for as long as I've known you, and I've known you for more than a decade. One of the things that we've talked about in the past, just socially, but is important to me because I look at the body as a complete organism, is how physical fitness helps to lead to increased emotional and mental fitness. They're all connected together, mind, body, and soul. So tell me some of your philosophies and how your physical fitness has helped improve your overall wellness.
Oh, before I was a cop, I worked for Bally's Vic Tanny. I actually managed some of their health clubs. And always was into that. Just the fitness thing was always something I enjoyed doing. And, I passed that on to my kids. But when I got on the force, we had a weight room that was just, you'd go down there and you look at it and it looked like this needs some rehab. So I was actually worked with the soon-to-be chief and a couple other the officers on the department, and we redid our fitness facility in the area that we had, and we took a bunch of asset forfeiture funds and all this other and redid our whole fitness facility. The union steps in and gets the city involved with the health and wellness, so now you work up to 100 hours and you get paid a percentage of your weight, 1% of your salary. So it comes out to be a little over almost $700 a year to work out.
Mm-hmm.
They found that when they did this, it not only helped with the stress, but now they've gotten people that weren't working out before doing something. That helps with our insurance premiums actually are reasonable, but the claims against the insurance companies are lower because guys are actually coming in shape.
Yep.
And they're taking a big part of it. When I got hired on over 20 years ago, everybody smoked. I'll bet you half the police department smoked cigarettes. Now I think on my department we have 200 officers, around 200 sworn if you on a good day, and you can probably count on one hand the guys that smoke. And those are the ones that are about ready to retire. That smoked prior to, this big thing coming out. So it plays an important role because if you're physically fit and you go out to do your job, like you said, it's going to help your mind also. Relieves a lot of stress.
Well, you release the endorphins. You have that first, it increases your confidence level.
Absolutely.
And absolutely, for sure, it diminishes the opportunity for injury. I mean, you have guys blowing out knees because they didn't have leg strength. You have guys blowing out ankles because they don't have calf strength or foot, and dislocated shoulders in a fight because they didn't have enough muscle mass in their upper body. So you have the opportunity to improve your resiliency physically in whatever demands of the job are going to happen for you. You have better consistency on the range if you have stronger arms and upper body, if you have decent foundation with your legs. So there's so many additional benefits. And then, of course, there's the camaraderie. I love going to firearms training with cops because that's when I shoot my best because they're so darn competitive.
Yeah.
You get coppers in a weight room, you see some of that competitiveness come out, and that creates teamwork and cohesiveness amongst the squad. So there's so many benefits to being physically fit and having a physically fit mentality for your workforce.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a huge thing. I mean, if you have a strong mind and you're working out and you got the confidence in you, and everybody in your department's working out and you start to work together, jam sessions. I mean, we get that here. I mean, somebody does something, get prepared, you're going to get jammed up. But when it comes down to it, everybody pushes each other, and the more you push each other and the more competitiveness you have in the gym, and that carries over onto the street. I mean, think of some of the people that are out there right now, and that's what I love about coming here because everybody's got an idea. Everybody's got a concept of training and how they're going to train. And then not just the physical training, it's a mental training, it's preparation, like you said. I mean, you go on the range and shoot, and I was actually talking to a couple firearms people today about weaker shooters and their grip strength and how to redo that, adjust that. And it's a huge thing. It carries over. And not only that, if you're fitness, you're going to, my old boss told me, he said, live past your retirement, past the years of service. So if you work for 30 years, retire for 30 years. And I think if we do that and we carry on, and it's just going to get more and more contagious. Because, like I said, the old analogy and the old stereotypical cop with the big belly and that's going away.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of cops are, the cops eat donuts, but everybody eats donuts, right? But a lot of them are staying in shape, and I see it here. Man, there's some pretty put together guys. I mean,
yeah, and guys that are our age, who are. Their fighting weight is what they used to look like in college.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive. You see guys, who have, advanced past 50 and can hold their own.
Yeah, it's that, like I said, that gentleman, that friend of mine that did it, and he was still lifting, up to the days he, left us. But just you got to keep maintaining. I truly believe in that, and that comes with nutrition too.
Yeah.
I mean, being an old third shift warhorse, you got to go out there. There's not too many places open at 3 o'clock in the morning that are healthy.
Right.
So we would always get together and, it sounds kind of weird, but share different things that we bring to work. What did you bring last night? Try to get everybody to eat healthy, because eating healthy and sitting in a squat car, because you're going from 0 to 90 in your heart rate, or you got to be able to get ready and go. And if you do that continuously and you don't condition for it, that's, you're setting yourself up, I think. So.
Yeah. Well, it's important stuff that you talk about, that you're teaching to people on your PD. I really appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate you taking time today.
Thank you.
Doug Wyman, Police Magazine.